a Monday evening. I have a terrible headache. It's got to be said. And I'm just incredibly exhausted. Had a really long day, but got to get this league match out of the way. So, you know, what better time than now? All right, let's look up. Okay, here we go. Let's connect with our opponent. Already. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get started. Let's get warmed up. Whew. Okay. Let's set up this game. Custom match, random, color, medium, timer. Standard turn 0. And I'm going to paste this right on over to our opponent. Boom. I won't be surprised if the chat's not too busy tonight. It is a Monday evening. Here we go. A big old GLHF to our opponent. Hey, Pseudo Abstract Meta's here. How's it going, man? Okay, big GLHFs to our opponent. I'm exhausted and I have a really bad headache. So that's what's up. But the show must go on. Okay, here we go. This is it. Week 1, 5D Chess League. You done with exams yet? Thank the Lord. Yes. All done with exams. All done with exams. It was a mixed bag. Saturday's exam went not so great. It was really hard. Ooh. But now we can F7 sack. Our opponent didn't close the diagonal. I think we do that next turn. After this, right? Because then next turn will be on turn 5. So turn 4, turn 3, turn 2, turn 1. Yeah. Do we just get an F7 stack right here? Starting the league off with an F7 stack, I mean, spicy stuff. Yeah, we did. We're just gonna go for it, I think. Forgot to turn off the animation. All right. Right here. All right, trusty old check right here. And then open this up right here. And then we have soft mate next turn. I mean, it's the tournament, it's the league. You know, you got to be ready for this. Ooh, our opponent believes that he is ready for this. Interesting. Now let's see what can really happen here. If I go here, then Okay, so where can he see here from up here? That's a good question. Okay. Let's calm down a little bit. Actually, here he can only get to here from here. Oh, we can almost. Oh no, we can't quite. Okay, it doesn't quite work. Okay, I see what's happened. Let's think. So the goal here of our opponent is to go here so that they cover this square here. We do get an extra turn after we do this. I mean, there's no real way for us to cover... Hold on. We want to cover... From up here, we can also hit his king down here, right? And it locks him in here. So, okay, so we make a move here. Let's say pawn up here to open up our queen to go somewhere, for example. Like this or something. And then he goes right here. And then what do we do? There's not a lot that we can do since we're in check here. I gotta think about this real hard. What is like the forcing? If he goes here, This is it. This is what I was looking for. Okay. We spent enough time. We finally got there. This is the answer that I've been looking for. Right? Yeah, because to get to here, he has to go here, or I guess here. And both of those options are covered by this. Okay. That's why I spent so long on that. Just to make sure that I was covering everything. We got there. Okay. We got there. Whew. That's crazy. That was a valiant effort. This is a brave man we're playing against. Or, you know, I don't want to assume, so apologize, but this is a brave opponent. That's for sure. Had to walk on eggshells there for a moment. Let's see, what can they do? They can go back somewhere where they can, like, potentially this queen can go to like here on this board. But then I can go pawn up here on this board to prevent the straight shot down to this. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see here. Am I crazy? Oh, does he want to go straight to... I mean, you can't go from up here to this board. So why didn't he just go directly? Oh, he wanted to put me in check, so I can't like set up a check of my own or something. Maybe that was the idea. But it still don't work, right? Because to cover this square, to see b3 from up there, he needs to be on b6. 3 ahead because it's 3 timelines above, so here. But I can always go here to prevent that from happening with this knight. Or something like that. So I guess we'll just do the knight play again. Is there any reason to now not do the knight play? We'll do the knight play. Why not? Yeah. Needs to go up here. Yeah, but we can just block this without worry. So it's all good. Yeah, so we block his queen from actually getting down there here. And here we do almost whatever we want. Okay, let's be careful. We definitely want to do this. Oh, then, yeah, then we can take his, yeah, this prevents him from going down there. He can go in place. That's not really something that I can actually prevent, except for the fact that this knight will be able to capture his queen down there. But then I don't win the game, do I? It's a bit of an issue. Yeah, I can't really prevent that from happening. I also might have to be a little careful myself. Where can you go from here? Wow. I mean, nowhere really. I can also prepare a nasty... Let me think. So on our turn, his king is here. It's also here on this turn. So here on this board, actually blocked on this board. Oh, so we can't mate that king along this quadrigonal. So he could go in place, but then we re-grab it. And we don't have checks. But... I think the turn after this, it's safe. Or do we attack it like this turn immediately? I gotta think about that too. Actually, I think that the... I have to be careful here. No, I mean, he's got a straight shot. We could like set ourselves up to go after it. Probably just capturing immediately is the better move. Which king does this queen move attack? So like if we queen here, like on this board, or no, it's on the next board, right? So like this would be the board that we're moving on, but there's a queen here, And then if we, hey Sarp, how's it going? And then if we, so this is our turn. So then on this board, we attack this square on this board, this square on this board, this square on this board, this square. Oh, we still have a turn where we do that. Okay, so can we actually threaten something threatening? If that makes sense. Questionable. Oh, can we put our queen on here so that we go here on this board, here on this board, here on that board, mate? Maybe. Let's try this. Why not? Yeah. I wonder how much of this was like prepped by our opponent. Like, I'm gonna let f7 happen. Oh. But we still block that. Here. There's no way he can prevent us from blocking this. That's not what I thought our opponent was gonna do at all. Okay. Well, that's fine with us. Because he only sees this square. Actually, it's blocked here already. So I don't even need to block here. This is not what I thought our opponent was going for. I'd like to reiterate that I actually have like a really terrible headache. It's just like a splitting headache. Probably not the best conditions for 5D, huh? Okay, so this here, I mean, this blocks any interference from up there anyway. But I mean, don't we win here? He can't block from up there. And this is check this turn. Am I taking crazy pills? Let's ensure that I'm not taking crazy pills, because I have a really bad headache. Here, and then on this board we attack here, here, here. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So yeah, he can't actually I mean, I guess we'll check him for the fun of it. Like this. And then threaten a check like this. I mean, he can't from this square. Like, he wants to go here, and then, like, okay, if I do this, this piece is blocked. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not. Okay. So I do actually need to block this. Oh, I was being a silly goose. I miscounted. Okay, thank God I saw that in time. Okay, so now this guy can't get there. Okay. All right, we just won. Oh, I'm really glad that I, like, quadruple calculated that, because that would have been, I would have felt really silly. Okay, so this is a classic F7 game. I see some F7 stuff on the board. The game does look exciting. Yeah, I mean, it was basically, you know, we went the standard knight f3, knight f6, d4, but then e6 came out of our opponent, and I mean, we had to set up the f7. And then our opponent had the idea of bringing his queen back, and he did this really quick. Like, I'm impressed. I wonder if this was like prep, and he just didn't see that knight here covers everything. I mean, I didn't see it at first. I was like, oh wow, does he actually defend this, or like, what's going on? But yeah, that was close. That was like, that was fresh, like f7 defense ideas there. So GG from our opponent. Ah, nice move. I didn't see the pawn there, and I miscalculated anyway. GG. Yeah, that queen defense was a new one for me. Or did you have that prepared? I'm going to ask him. Or was it improv? Yeah, but then our opponent says he could have put his knight in front of the pawn, but then the knight would be blocking. But yeah, GG's. Okay, game 1. We're halfway there. I took some ibuprofen like half an hour ago. It hasn't kicked in yet, but that was a cool game. That was like, well, I mean, now that like, you know, the league has begun. We're gonna see more sort of scrappy games like this, you know, where people aren't afraid to just run headfirst into f7. I took a long time making sure that I wasn't blundering. So yeah. Yeah, I think our opponent, instead of moving the queen here, just wanted to go maybe down here like that turn immediately. But I don't think it actually, after knight captures, I don't know if he could have set up another defense, because this knight was positioned to capture the queen here, and then next move is still mate, I believe. Unless this actually covered the second. Oh yeah, no, this covers the second. Oh no, but he did this instead of bringing the queen in. So yeah, we still would have had the mate, I think. I played similar, so now I play white. Yep. I can send the link again. Okay, switch sides. So opponents white this game. We are black. We are medium timer, standard turn 0. All right. GLHF. Okay. Hey, Los. How's it going? How's your Monday, everybody? Yep, you too. Our opponent's super nice. We like our opponent. I'm playing Mage O Chicken, by the way, who I've never played against before, so this is new. Fine, thanks, and you? I've been better. I've got a headache. It's been a long day after a long weekend, and you know, I'm really not with it. Struggling through a headache right now. Our opponent again opening up for another Saccharino. Oh, interesting. What's this all about? Let's be careful. So this is probably fine here, right? Because if takes, we can takes because we wanted this knight to get out of there anyway, so that we can set up for this sack, for the bishop sack on f7. Whoa, that was blitzed out by our opponent, needless to say. Okay. Well, we want to cover the diagonal here pretty immediately. Yeah. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. I mean, queen here doesn't do it. Bishop here takes. If it wasn't the league, I would have blitzed out this knight move. Because I think next turn we have to move this pawn to sack. Oh, you know what? I think we might be too late. But we're okay with this, right? Yeah, we're okay with this. I think. I think I'm too late to push this pawn and sack on f7 now. Yeah, this is already covered. Because I need to go to turn 0, not turn 1. So I actually need to push that pawn a turn earlier than I normally would. So that was a bit of a goof by me. Well, I don't know what I really could have done differently. I don't know. I have to think about this one. Hold on. If we... Yeah, we have to push... Because if we push this now... If we push this now, then we get to sack on turn 7. So then we have turn 6, turn 5, turn 4, turn 3, turn 2, turn 1. But we wanted turn 0. Which sucks. Now on the other hand, what we do suddenly have is maybe some interesting ideas. I have to be careful here. Is this king blocked off yet from getting mated? So if white, so it's here is the last time that it's open. Oh wait, no it. Okay, so here's open. So then here, and then they would have had to do this turn. And so it's this square next turn, so they're too late. Yeah, because next turn is going to be here, and then it's going to be blocked. So I'm good to do this right now. Yeah, I messed up the timing here. I was playing as if I was white. Doing the sack. But we're doing it on turn 0, not on turn 1, so actually I missed the opportunity. We can't actually f7 sack. Sag. But, you know, means a better game. Because then he basically has no chance of like defending. When you do the bishop sack, when it's like 7 turns away, then like how do you get all the way back there, you know? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think I see the idea. Now he can place pressure on this knight. Because, I mean, now we have a situation where, like, if we can throw a bishop into, like, I don't know, this board, or a queen, equally. Alex25i, thanks for following. Appreciate it. Let's see here. This is interesting. What's happened here? I mean, this knight might be coming soon. And then he can put that knight on where that knight is. And that's kind of annoying. This knight might be going here is what I'm thinking. It's not great for us. Here, knight here. Then what? Probably want to play more patiently than that. If knight here, then what if we take here? Then, well, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work the right way. The way that it needs to work. I don't think this is a good move, to be clear. But my brain's kind of just stuck and I don't want to... I've wasted so much time. I'm very not with it. That bishop also sacks here, which is pretty annoying. It's a little annoying. It's not crazy annoying. It's not that great, actually. But it is like 2 turns away. So then I can immediately take the rook, and this rook can't take it back. You know? But if he just moves this over, then I don't really know what I'm doing. Actually, then I could take this pawn on this board. Oh, there's an idea. That's cute. Yeah, because if I make a timeline where... Yeah, if I go back in the past and take here, and then he does a thing, then I can go back here. Well, it has to be... I mean, it's not going to be my turn on the original timeline, and probably he's not going to, like, move on this timeline, so I think that's probably a bust. Yeah, I think this move's really annoying for me. Still not positive how I'm going to deal with it. Ugh. Hi, nice gameplay. Thanks, man. Cheers. Sarpas, what's your opinion on knight f3 knight f6 d4 c5 for black? Well, I don't want to distract myself too much since this is a tourney game, but I mean, knight f3 knight f6, or sorry, you know, knight f3 knight f6 d4 c5. I think it's probably good, but you do open yourself up for f7 sec. Like if takes, oh, is that not in time? Like if takes, if d takes c5, then do they have time to get out and to push the pawn and then get the queen here? Yeah, they do. They have exactly time, right? I think so. So not great, unless I'm miscalculating that. If takes, you check and win the pawn back. Oh, okay, it's not in time. Yeah, there you go. Oh, because it's your c pawn, you can check like this. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I generally like that idea. I think it's promising. I play similar things. Whoa. But this is a huge mistake, right? I mean, I thought he might do this, but I don't mind taking with this, with the, because now we have like maybe this. Do you do this first? We probably do this first, right? The idea here is you take this, and then whatever, queen happens, and then queen here, and then you get mate a turn later in the past. So I think we want to do this first, and then see what he does. Yeah. We're okay with this. Yeah, we're okay with this. Let's see. Takes, and then takes back either here or here. Okay, if takes back here, that's a bit of a problem. We've kind of tied up his queen though, so that's good. Our own f7 then is unblocked, so I might want to be careful about that. Maybe I'm getting myself into sort of muddy water here by even worrying about any of this. I think I'm really not calculating well. I should have made some tea or something. Well, thanks for hanging out though, chat. This is not my finest work again. I had quite a day and I have a really bad headache. I don't know if I've mentioned. I don't know if I've made enough excuses for my own poor play here. Okay, so takes here. Takes here does happen. Because, I mean, what now? Because if he actually does this... Well, I mean, okay, besides the fact that I have to defend it. I have to defend that square, of course. But now this he can't take with queen to actually defend. But it also, does it defend in time? Okay. I gotta think to myself here. Hold on. Let me not be dumb. If takes, so then I make a move, and then the next move, I go back to the board before I made this move, right? Because it's like the turn that I travel from, one turn before that is the turn with the queen here. And then 2 turns before that. Okay. So our opponent's not a schmuck, if I'm using that term correctly. He kind of knows what's going on here. But now this is quite tricky for him, right? Okay, I do need to be a bit careful. Because now this is really bad news bears. Am I wrong? Again, I have to be a bit careful because there is the looming threat of this, which I guess I defend against like this. If we pull our queen out here, I think we're stacking. I think we're sort of tunnel visioning at this point. I think we might be tunnel visioning. Because if we stack here, then our opponent probably comes in with his knight. But then what? Takes, and then he has to take with like the bishop or something. So then if we take, forking his pieces here, forking mate and the queen, he still has to take with the... Right, am I crazy? I mean, if this happens, again, that's a bit of a concern. I probably have to do this, and then I lose to a time travel, like a turn or two later. What if I time travel to... Yeah, what about stuff like this? There are shenanigans where I go here and then recaptures with bishop probably leads to nothing, right? Not to mention my knight's still pinned. Do I like it on this board after all of that's happened? Like a turn from now? Not that much better, to be honest. I'm very aware of this like glaring weakness here. I have to be super careful. I have to be super careful. That probably ties up my queen, to be honest. Yeah, my king, by committing all of these pieces to this attack in this irresponsible way, I've actually kind of done myself like a massive disservice. This, and I think this might win the game for our opponent. Well, maybe not in time, because this threatens mate. And then we can check from there. No. We don't have... Well... Actually, yeah, if our opponent moves the queen from this board, then the next turn, like we can do this, like a waiting move. Oh no, that would be after this happens. But if our opponent moves the queen, then we have like this type of move. I mean, we can't go to this board here now, but if the queen weren't here, you know, this would be like really problematic for our opponent. I'm having trouble sort of piecing this together here. We might even want a castle, to be honest. I know it seems a little crazy. Do we want to do this? Or do we want to do this? No. I'm really scared of this happening. Two boards away, one board away. I said her not to be that scared right now. So maybe this happens. Maybe we even castle. That seems pretty nuts. Maybe this is the move? Also seems nuts, but then if queen here, we block like this. Doesn't seem good. Oh, my head is dry. I'm going crazy right now. I feel so terrible. Maybe sacking on this knight on this board. Okay, we want to think on our opponent's turn, probably. Yeah, I think we do this. I think we want to give ourselves, well, time to think, really, is what we want to give ourselves. I wonder if this is going to happen. Maybe this happens immediately. Seems pretty crazy. Because then we can do this, and then this bishop on this board will defend this pawn on the other board. Like after we, you know, we'll have two defenders there. One from that board and one from this board. He has to set something else up. This is really tricky. But I think we might actually want a castle. It's the crazy thing. Yeah, if he goes here, then we're okay wasting his queen's time by doing this and defending this in that way. Because, like I said, then we have like an upcoming knight mate. Oh. Yeah, so we're okay with that. Wait, but he just gave us a board where this happens. Well, his queen can capture from up there, but then we would recapture. But then we would recapture with the knight from this board, right? Am I nuts? And if he doesn't capture, that's pretty bad news. Yeah, I mean, this knight is bad for business, right? I think he messed up by doing this. Well, we also have to be wary of the fact that suddenly he has a bishop here, or sorry, a queen here. But I mean, we've got our queen and our bishop. I think that we go for this, actually. I think that we go for this. I think we probably go for this. He can take with the queen. Oh, we can't recapture with our knight from this board because that's the one that we used to go there in the first place. Okay, well, we just leaked our strats to our opponent, which maybe was not the wisest move. Yeah, and then he still has a queen here. So maybe we just castle. Actually, maybe we push here now. That way he can never bring his queen back there. And we possibly open him up. That feels good. Still looking at this move. Pretty sure it's bad. Wonder if it's bad. That queen takes here. Alright. We're just gonna do this. Now he can't go back here to sack on here on this board. Not that that would make sense for him to do anyway. Or to sack on this board. Well, yeah, the window's already passed for that, but I think this is a way of opening him up that our opponent didn't expect. I need to play quicker. I'm wasting too much time. Okay, I don't know what is written right now in the chat, but this is a tournament game. Maybe it's not relevant, maybe it's something I already said, but it's a tournament game. So I'm just gonna ignore that comment from chat. The day I see someone on the league playing a Bonclad, then we'll know he's the chattest king of the chats. That's the problem, is that the Bonclad's like probably immediately losing. I think. Well, I mean, realistically, it's like totally losing, but I don't know if there's like a forced line that's super tractable from that position. This is probably bad for our opponent, no? I'm just always going to be looking at these moves. This checks him immediately, but then he can just recapture. But then he... Yeah, because he can't capture with the pawn. Although he could capture with the pawn next turn. But no, he's in check here, so he would have to immediately capture. If he captures with the pawn... This is a good board for us. Captures with the pawn. That's probably good because then we take here, basically threaten mate. Oh, this seems crazy. He has to recapture. What if he captures like this? We have to like basically always make sure that this bishop and this queen are here in that situation. You know what? Fuck it. Looks good. I say we ship it. Fuck it. I say we ship it. Right? There's no way he survives this. It's crazy talk. Did I really submit that move just now? That was kind of crazy. Why would I do that? Why would I throw the position into risk instead of just capturing this pawn? I disagree with my own play basically immediately. Okay, but this threatens mate next turn, I believe. Right? Yeah, because we have like mate. Well, it's not mate because he's got a queen here. But it threatens taking here, which would be pretty bad for him. It also threatens taking, what else does it threaten? Whatever. We're gonna do it. That's what it threatens. It threatens us making a move, which would be crazy. Kind of lost at this point, to be honest. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Not lost in the sense that I think the game is over for me with an unfavorable outcome, but lost in the sense that like I lack direction. Our opponent could sack back in time on this board now. I've given him this opportunity because it's going to happen up here and I might not have enough time like to get there from this board with this queen. Might actually be losing. No, because this queen is here, so it blocks the check from that square where he would sack to down to this board, which is good for us. And then we can immediately block with the queen like this. And then that's a problem for him. Except for the fact that he can then do this. That's a problem for us. Yeah, so I don't feel the safest, to be honest with you. Wait, did I lose? Have I lost? I didn't think I lost. Oh, I did. Oh, no. Oh, it's hard turn on the... Wow, see, this was the silliest... This was like the silliest loss in the history of my tournament career. GG's to our opponent. We threw a bunch of pieces at him, and he did a really good job maintaining composure. And then he just saw it here instead of freaking out with potential sort of like stuff that was going on here. So that was really well played. That was really great. That was really great by him. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I was really not. Yeah, it's not even our turn on this board. Since it's not our turn on this board, this is undefended. This square is undefended. It doesn't have these two defenders here. And I mean that's like exactly the sort of thing that I was gonna miss, in my current state of mind. But I don't want to take anything away from our opponent. He played super well. He definitely deserved the win. And so we're happy to have week 1 under our belt. White won both sides. Color imbalance confirmed. White is overpowered. Let's congratulate our opponent. GG. IDK, if you thought you could take with the queen on the board you move from, but when I did that queen move, I missed time travel soft mate when I moved back, but I made it back. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Bishop and the queen. But it obviously wasn't my turn. No, it's actually only 2 games. Our opponent asked if we have a random color the 3rd game, but that's it. Let's catch up in chat. If takes, you check and win the pawn back and it's not in time. See, this is what's really funny. I read that comment the first time about Sarp's question about his opening, and I'm so, like, I have such a bad headache, I'm so not with it, that I reread that comment a little bit later, thinking that he was, like, it was a comment about this game, because I was discussing whether I should take, like, in this game on this board. This you know, it's like drunk driving. Like, friends don't let friends play 5D when they're, like, in a terrible state of mind. Unless we create a 5D bomb cloud adaptation just for the memes. I thought about it. You can with the in reverse royalty. You can move the pawn in front of the queen up, and then time travel the next move immediately with the common king. That's a fun one. Bomb cloud has a forced mate in 1 if black does knight f6 at the start. Yeah. There you go. C252. Hi C252. How's it going? It would be even more beautiful if on L0 he played queen a5, and that would also be mate, since you'll not be able to retake the queen since it's pinned. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man. Well, good game. We have to report an elo, right? Also hope you did good on your exam if you're taking it. Oh, that's very nice of our opponent. Yeah, we do report in elo. Also, thanks so much. It was a mixed bag. All right. Let's report here. So first we won rep W at Mage O Chicken. And now we lose much more elo than we gained there. And now rep L. All right, there we go. All right, GG. Well, I'm glad that I had company to get through this with. Thanks for tuning in for the game, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm in pretty bad shape. I got a really bad headache, so I'm probably gonna go straight to bed. So that's gonna be it. I don't think I can really stream for like any longer. I just wanted to. I feel really passionately about preserving all of these league games. I think that not a lot of people stream their matches or preserve them in like the form of screenshots or anything like that. So I really wanted to be live for this game, but yeah, I really can't stick around. Sorry about that. Should we try to create a 5D bonklet on stream? I mean, if you've got ideas, probably this Saturday. I'll be back on Saturday with the usual, usual 5D all day stream, 6-7 hour stream. So that's gonna be it for me. I'm just gonna get off here. Again, thanks for keeping me company, guys. I hope it was entertaining. I mean, it was a bit of a shit show. And I hope I didn't ruin it by just complaining so much about being really, tired and having a headache. But is there anyone else streaming 5D? We can rate them, show some love. We got a handful of 5D enthusiasts here. It'd be a shame to... Wait, there's one other stream, but but this isn't. Okay, they're in the 5D category, but this isn't 5D chess. So maybe we just raid a regular chess stream and tell them to check out 5D chess. You know, do God's work. Yeah, yikes. We lost twice as much elo as we gained. But it's all good. Ooh, Ben Feingold is streaming. We could we could piss him off with 5D chess. No, it should be like a streamer with, you know, small streamer, so that relatively speaking, we have a lot of sway. We can really get them interested. Chess press too big. Numbskull plays a bit of 5D chess, but too big. Chess Dojo Live? I don't know them. Looks like they're doing Arena Kings, so they're going to be pretty focused. Oh, looks like a lot of people are doing Arena Kings. Okay, well... I really need to get the hell out of here, so let's just check if this guy's got followers only chat on. And if he doesn't, he does. Rip. All right, he's not getting the raid. Okay. There's an IM here. IM Andras. Does he have followers only chat? Everyone has followers only chat. Guys, what is going on with all of these followers? Maybe that's why they're bigger streamers than I am. Maybe I need to... How about Nacer? She's got a nice educational stream. Followers only chat. Maybe it's to prevent from getting trolled? Like, is that how it works? Fake 5D chess stream. This game looks like satisfactory. I think it is. All 5D chess streamers are small. Well, yeah. Exactly. Man, how are you having this much trouble just finding... Okay. Let's just pull up a bunch of streams and see which one of them... Okay, all these GMs. I pulled up like 4 GM streams. Are they all followers only chat? Yes. FFS. Well, I guess followers only chat isn't as bad as sub chat, right? Arena Kings party. Okay, is this a rated player? Or a title player? We need more title player. It's not followers only chat. Okay. Ad break. These are the struggles. These, I mean, you guys don't see this on your end, but this is really, you know, this is like first world problems. for real. First world streamer problems. Oh wait, they actually have fewer viewers than we do, so we can really raid them and tell this guy to play. All right, he was the first guy that I opened up. I don't think he's like an IM or anything. He's 2100, but it's the first streamer who didn't have followers only chat on. So we're gonna go. Oh wait, is there a GM? Excuse me? Sarp just gave us a hot tip. It is. It's a GM with 75 viewers who doesn't have... This is like the one person whose stream I didn't open myself. Okay. We're going to raid immediately. It's too late. We're just going to raid. Okay. Everybody left right before we raided. Well, I took a long time, so, you know, that's fair enough. But, all right, it's all good. Again, thanks for joining, guys. Just say hi to this guy. Maybe tell him 5D chess is awesome, and I'll catch you guys this weekend. Thanks for sticking around. Have a good night.